You guys voted for it. Well, technically you didn't. This was the second runner-up for the Trade of the Week a couple weeks ago. So I decided to do a little, I don't know, a runner-up video for this comic series called Green Lantern vs. Aliens. And yes, this is real, and it's a 4-part series made by Dark Horse and DC Comics. Why I like this comic book so much is because they take the two good franchises and they put them together and they make them work, and makes the actual alien species work in the DC universe, and still not just mention them, throw them out there and just forget about them completely. They actually do a good job tying these two together. The way they do it is, like I said, it's a 4-part series. They first introduce the aliens in Green Lantern vs. Alien #1 with Hal Jordan, and it was supposed to be like somewhat of a, many years ago when Hal Jordan was the Green Lantern, he came across these. Basically, they were doing a distress call for a Green Lantern that died from one of these aliens. A body protruder, or whatever you want to call them, from the aliens popped out of his stomach, and his ring somehow didn't go to the sector to look for another one, for another Green Lantern, like what would happen to a Green Lantern when they die. So the Guardians tell Hal Jordan and a bunch of other people like Kilowog and a bunch of the all-star Green Lanterns back in the day to check it out. Later they put the aliens on Mogo, which is the living planet that's a Green Lantern. They put them on there saying that no one's going to bother them there, and then we get into part 2 through 4 where it's in the present day when Kyle Reinhard was the Green Lantern, and we get the other 3, which are these, where basically Kyle Reinhard and a bunch of the ex-Green Lanterns, because at the time Kyle Reinhard was the only Green Lantern, try to help us distress call on Mogar, where a ship crash lands and the aliens are attacking. And throughout the comic it's pretty cool. You think, alright, Kyle Reinhard's just going to blast through them, because like in the previous comic, the Green Lanterns were just toying with these things with the Green Lantern rings. But he loses his ring, so he has to use a gun, and then he gets the ring and what have you. It's an interesting story. It's really hard to explain in a short amount of time like I'm trying, but I would say completely get it. If you could find it at a comic store, get it. I don't believe it's in a trade, but if it is, you should totally pick it up. I was lucky enough to go to a comic book convention and find all 4 of these randomly, and I gotta say, this is awesome. Different type of art, but still, it's pretty good. So what is my ranking for this tie-in slash versus type thing? Probably give it a 9 out of 10. I would give it a 10 out of 10 if, of course, if it was a little longer. But it was really new, reader-friendly to anybody that hasn't read Green Lantern before, in the first one with Hal and also Kyle, what have you. But, how they ended it, it was kind of okay. So, yeah. So that's been my review for Green Lantern vs. Aliens. Hopefully you guys liked it. Check out the website, comiccrazyreviews.webs.com. A lot of cool stuff on there. Written reviews from me, Blue Goblin, as well as these videos, plus Blue Goblin's videos, and toy reviews from Boxing Type X. Pretty cool stuff, as well as much, much more. And just a duly note, guys, in a couple days you'll get the Comic Crazy review for the last one for the year. More on that later, and also the voting will start on that video for the Comic Crazy review rewards. I don't have a catchy title to it yet, so keep watching, and I'll see you guys soon. So keep reading those comic books.